good morning. If you're new here, I'm Clara. If you're not new here, thanks so much for coming back. Welcome to a couple days in my life. I think I'm gonna probably vlog into tomorrow too. Today is Monday. Been a busy morning. I'm in my office because I always said as soon as I would have an office, it's always like a shoulda, coulda, woulda thing. I was convinced that once I got an office, I would work from here. I would be so productive in my little office. I would keep my computer in here. My door would be shut. I would take my meetings. I would have really good work-life balance if I had an office. Could not tell you the last time I sat in here. So I'm turning over a new leaf this week and I'm determined to make my office an actual like little productive haven. I want to do some art on this wall behind me. Art slash vision board slash gratitude board type of thing. So that'll add some personality in here, get me motivated. It'll be a cute Zoom background because this is what my Zoom background, this is like the view from my computer right now. So today and tomorrow, I really want to work on the office. I really want to start just heads down working on little spots in the house. If you don't know, I just moved into this house in November. I gotta stop saying that at some point. But I had this like fire lit under me when I first moved in to organize and get stuff moved in and decorate. And then it just kind of died out. And I need to get back to that. I've been making a lot of mood boards on Canva. I'll show you how I do that. We'll do some online shopping together, although I think I pretty much know everything I need to order. I just don't want to rip the band-aid off and order it. But this is gonna be a DIY project that I'm gonna do as soon as I finish my computer work. But I wanted to enter the vlog before I forgot. I've got the remnants of my morning coffee here. Might actually go make another coffee to get me through my next meeting. And yeah, welcome back to another video. Welcome back to another home vlog. I know I had some travel stuff prior to this. I'm gonna have travel stuff after this in a couple weeks, but everyone loves a home vlog. I love a home vlog. We're probably gonna have to do some grocery shopping today. Just very core Clara things. So I'm glad you're here. I'm gonna make another coffee, finish this computer work, and then I will show you my DIY. Actually, I can kind of show you the pieces of it because I already started on it. It's like a giant pin board DIY. You'll see. We'll see if this works out. Now that I'm thinking about the logistics of it, it might not work out, but we'll cross that bridge later. Another goal for this week is to fully move out of my other rental that I've just been like, I have the lease, so I haven't been super motivated to fully move out of it yet. And the reason I'm mentioning that now is because that's where my Nespresso lives. I haven't brought that over. My Nespresso will sit right here, which will be a quicker way obviously to make coffee. But I did a partnership with KitchenAid, which also explains why do I have so many mixers? People probably think I'm insane. They sent me both of these as part of a partnership, and I've always wanted a KitchenAid, much less two KitchenAids. And they serve different purposes. Like this one has a bigger bowl, bigger batches of cookies and whatnot. That one's smaller. Moral of the story is they also, as part of the partnership, sent me this espresso machine. So who am I to say no to an espresso machine? I love my Nespresso. I still would use that on the daily because this one I'm still trying to dial in quite literally. I don't know if I should have moved what I just moved. But who am I to say no to a free fancy espresso machine? So that's why I'm rocking the, what is this even called? I know this is the tamper. I don't know. If you're wondering if I ditched the Nespresso, I didn't. I'm just a hoarder and can't say no to anything. I also really like it. There was a Breville in the Airbnb that I was just staying in. And I will say, I do think my KitchenAid, I like better at least than the model Breville. How do you get this out? I don't know much about espresso machines, but I do really like this KitchenAid one. I'll say that. It was more user-friendly than a Breville that was just in an Airbnb that I was staying in. I just realized that I spilled a coffee here like months ago and I didn't realize it splattered onto this door. That looks disgusting. Thank goodness it didn't hit my little chair. You need to deep clean in the office as well, clearly. We got a little air purifier going down here as well. And my desk, should I just give you a little tour right now? I'm procrastinating finishing my computer work, as you can probably tell, but I have my desk like built in right here. This was done by like a carpenter during the renovation. I love that it has 3 drawers. This chair I bought honestly as a temporary chair, but I'm not mad about it. I got it at Home Goods online. If you don't know, you can shop Home Goods online and order, well, you can technically shop TJ Maxx and Marshalls online, but they have Home Goods sections, and you can order furniture and it'll ship directly to you. So I think this chair was like $125 or something. Really good deal. I wish it was on casters, like I wish it was on wheels, but it's okay. Then directly behind the desk is this chair, which you might think is kind of odd, but this chair pulls out to be a twin size bed. So I wanted this room this is technically a bedroom. It's criminal, but they do count this as a bedroom. I wanted this to be a guest room in somewhere that I could host people if I absolutely needed to, and I already owned this from my last place. This is like a twin size pull-out bed, so if I had someone staying here, I would shift it like that, pull it out like this, and then someone could stay in here. That's also why I pocketed the door. I was gonna just take the door off the hinges, but I decided to pocket this door, and it locks. I believe my pocket door hardware is from like Pottery Barn or Crate and Barrel or something like kind of random like that. I just love that they lock, because so many pocket doors in hotels and stuff don't actually lock. So this room is tri-purpose, really. It is an office, obviously. It is a guest room. It is kind of like an entryway mudroom storage situation as well. It's covered in a bunch of stuff that I need to return, but there's a bench right here which has like pull-out drawer shoe storage, which would be nice. There's tile right here, so if you come in through that door, you can like mop it up if you have dirty shoes. There's this big built-in cabinet storage situation. You don't even want to see what's in there, trust me. It's not organized, but I love it in here. I just need to not use it as a dumping ground, which I think is like a very easy thing to slip into when you have more rooms than you're used to having, quite frankly. Like all of my stuff used to fit in a studio apartment, and then you just accumulate more and more and more and more, and I feel like if you're not conscious about it, like you just start piling it up places. So I want everything to make sense. Some days it feels like I don't have enough storage here, and then I have to remind myself this is the most storage I've ever had in any place I've ever lived. So if it doesn't work now, it'll never work. I need to just streamline things. I don't think I'm going to be able to put a rug down right here. I think it would just kind of look a little weird. So no rug, and then moving the chair would be kind of annoying if there was a rug right here, but I do want to do like a big piece of art slash that pin board, mood board thing I was talking about. I might ditch the side table. This was just some furniture that I had that like I haven't donated or sold or anything yet, so I was just using it. But I kind of want to do like a big lamp, maybe like a hanging floor lamp. I don't know. I'm excited. I need this room to be a room that I love because I want to go in it and work and be productive in here. Speaking of, I need to quit yapping and I need to get through my to-do list and answer all these emails because I have a call in 30 minutes. Hello, how are you feeling? My call just wrapped and I learned that I have another call in an hour that I didn't have on my calendar. But I think there's no reason I shouldn't be able to do this DIY project in an hour. So the next step of where I left off of my DIY pin board is to steam this drop cloth. This is literally a drop cloth from Lowe's, I think, but it's just like a linen-y big piece of fabric. Probably should have gone to a fabric store for that, but whatever, that's what I have. So I'm gonna steam it so that there's not any fold lines in it, and then I guess just like staple it. I need to locate my stapler, but I'll just staple it to the back of the canvas, and I think that's it. And then I need to hang it up, but I think I can do it, and then I'll have it as my cute little background for my next call. Let's see if the steamer works. Here we go. I guess, do I need to hang this up? Oh my gosh, this is so hot. I just don't own an iron. I feel like Gen Z is very much like a steamer generation. My parents were like iron generation. Do you own both? I feel like you only own one or the other. And I feel like younger people only ever own steamers. I found it easier to steam if I just draped it over the canvas, so that way I can steam like the actual parts that I need to. I'm gonna try not to like pull it too taut so that like the weave stays right. But look, there's like kind of like some speckles of color. I guess there's like red. I don't know, it just has some dimension. Looks kind of cool, I guess. I know someone's husband is sitting next to him on the couch right now. Like, is this girl trying to justify using a drop cloth for this? Yes, sir. I am. What side do I want to use? I guess I'll just keep this side on. Just consider yourself warned, if you're trying to steam a drop cloth, your entire room will smell like you're trapped on the inside of a burlap sack. It's not smelling too pretty in here. I'm gonna open the door after. I think I'm ready to staple. Definitely got my money's worth with this little Amazon staple thing that I got. I'm like actually so scared of this thing. You should definitely be wearing safety goggles when you do this. I don't even think I have sunglasses around. And now this is the easy part. I'm just gonna staple it to the wood frame, and then I think it's done. I want it to be taut, but I don't want it to be pulling on the fabric, if that makes sense. I think my staples are making the neighbor's dogs go crazy. They keep barking. I haven't looked at it yet, so we can be surprised or disappointed together. Not too shabby. The corners kind of give it away as a DIY, but honestly, not bad at all. There's some loose hairs on it. I shed like a dog. Now the question is, do I want to hang it horizontally or vertically over this here chair? What do you think? Oh, my back hurts so bad from sitting on the ground doing that. Now, if I was patient, I would take my time with this. I would like buy the right stuff to hang it with, maybe get a level, but I'm not patient. May have took me 3 months to get around to doing this project, but I'll be damned if it takes me any longer than like 3 hours to do. So I just tried these hooks, but I think this wall, this wall's been standing for like 100 years. These hooks, no match for this wall. So next best thing that I have on hand are command strips. So foreshadowing here, this could end badly. I already got a paper cut, but I'm gonna try and command strip this bad boy up using nothing but the level of my eyes. So wish me luck here. This level. Okay, honestly that is pretty level. I give it 2 weeks before that comes crashing down. Looks pretty good though. Can't be that heavy, right? How am I gonna drill this? No, I could probably command strip this too. Oh my gosh, wait, I'm loving this so much. This is actually like, how often does the DIY actually turn out the way that you think it's gonna turn out? This is like low-key turning out better. I love this. Okay, now time to hang this up. Trying to figure out if I think a command strip would hold this. Do we think that's a bad idea? Let's go for it. I've already made questionable decisions on this project today. Why not continue then? I think one day I'll have to actually drill that in, but for now, looks so good. There is like this weird panel that's not like a shadow or something. That's just part of the drop cloth, but whatever. It looks perfectly imperfect. I love it. Let me turn on the lights so you can see before, there we go. Before I put stuff on it. So cute. And it is level, I think. I got this set of push pins and like unique clips and whatnot on Amazon a while back. So this is what I'm gonna use. And I'm gonna slowly collect. I already have some memories like setting out, but I'm gonna go through like keepsake boxes and stuff. And I have some stuff that I've saved over the years that I thought would be cute on there. Why did I get like a little emo putting all this little, I didn't even put that many things up, but wait, I'm gonna cry. Oh, this is so cute. Doesn't look like much, but that's like very meaningful stuff to me. Okay, tears aside, my little mopey emo moment. The moment of truth is seeing how this looks in the background of a FaceTime call. I say Zoom, but a lot of my calls are FaceTime, let's be honest. This looks so sick, and I can like scooch over a little bit. Oh my gosh, that is a sick background. Let me take this off. Yeah, that's so good. Wait, let me face my friend and see if she noticed. Not a regular call, a FaceTime. No one ever answers FaceTime to my FaceTime in my videos, but I swear people do answer my calls occasionally. Hey, oh, there's your board. How pretty. Is it cute? It's so cute. Okay. Oh my god, it looks like the girl's room, you know? No, I know. This is Barbie's dream house. I love it. Tonight for dinner, I'm making these chicken parm meatballs that have a little ball of mozzarella in the center. I've made them before, they're so good, but actually they were out of ground chicken, so they're gonna be turkey parm meatballs. They'll probably taste the same. I feel like you can use those two interchangeably. Supposedly 5 minutes to prep. Cook time is 30 minutes, so supposedly dinner will be ready in 35 minutes, which is perfect because it is 6:45 and I'm starving. Had to do it in 2 different batches, but I have my meatballs, which kind of resemble cubes now that I have to turn them like this, nestled into the sauce, and then these bake. So right now I'm just trying to get them like golden brown or burnt in some cases. They're covered in flour, that's why I feel like they're burning, but that's what the recipe calls for, so it's probably for a reason. But then these bake, and in the meantime I will boil the pasta, and then I will have tonight's dinner and many other meals. Last meat cube, literally, like that is a cube. They're gonna be so good. And then I think I'm gonna add the rest of the mozzarella in here too and just kind of like crumble it up over top before I cook it because I contaminated the water anyways, so it has to be cooked or thrown away. I found these like little salt tablets at World Market. I don't know how long ago. It wasn't that long ago, but I've never seen them since, and I love them for boiling pasta and potatoes and stuff because I always see videos of like actual chefs cooking pasta and I never add that much salt. It just feels like, I don't know, so wrong or like wasteful. So I just throw one of these in the water, and this is objectively like a ton of salt, but that's what they do. Like, it literally says compressed discs of fine Italian sea salt, just the right amount for seasoning pots of water. This would be such a good gift if I could ever find them again. And now is time for my favorite part of the night, my sour sparkling limeade. I've made this on TikTok twice, Instagram once. I can't stop making it. It's about time that I show it to you on YouTube. It's really easy. There's nothing really groundbreaking about it other than if you like super sour limeades and like mocktail vibes. You need ice in a glass. Track down, it's actually very hard to find. The Natalie's margarita mix, it's so good. It is lime juice, sugar, and water. So it's just like a really potent limeade from the start. And I do like half of the glass of the margarita mix. It's so good. My mouth is literally watering just making this. I have these little guys to use up from some cocktail thing that I did. So I'm gonna pop one of these guys open, and then I'll probably make 2 of these tonight. I'm seriously addicted. It's so sour. I think if you're craving sour king, it means you're like deficient in something. But I've always loved this. Honestly, sometimes around like 10 o'clock I'll realize that I haven't had this yet, but then it's too late to have all that sugar, so I skip a night, and it's very sad. Trying to make this look aesthetic. Every freaking inch of the stove is like so filthy. I'm gonna deep clean it tonight. I cut one open to see if it was cooked all the way, but now that also shows you like what it looks like inside. I'll link this recipe in the description box. There is genuinely something to be said for, what is it, like do the hardest thing on your to-do list first thing in the morning and then the rest of your day goes easier. That's exactly what I did this morning, and now I feel light. My to-do list feels so much more accomplished. I had to do some like boring admin responsible adult things this morning that I've been putting off, and now that I got those done, I did a quick polish change. This is Essie Fairy Taylor. I also have fake tan on. Praying the hands turn out well, but I also just got tan remover because the hands, sometimes you just have to accept them and let them be crazy and then remove it later. But this is Essie's Fairy Taylor in the Gel Couture. It's like the little twisted bottles. I love that polish. I've been trying to change my nail polish like every week. Pretty much like whenever it starts chipping, either take it off or change it. Because I feel like having nothing on your nails and just having them like fresh and clean and like shaped and whatever looks better than having like chipped polish. We'll see how long that holds up for. It's week 2. Still marinating. I have like an hour left before I can wash this guide off, and then it'll just develop over the next 24 hours. I have to film some content tomorrow that I wanted to be tan for, so I'm very responsible. I'm pre-planning. It'll be good. Day 2, and I'm still so obsessed with this project. I actually had a friend text me. Well, a friend commented on the video that as I was making it, I was like, I think Sadie would love this. Like, this was giving like her apartment energy. I can see her putting like some super fun, colorful things on it. And then lo and behold, she commented on the video, and then I texted her, and I actually still have extra supplies for it, so I told her I can either drop them off to her or she can just come make them here. Like the styrofoam insulation stuff that I use, by the way, everything that I use, like the measurements, the brands, everything is in the caption of the reel that I posted making this. So if you want it like listed out somewhere permanently, just look for that on my Instagram feed. But the insulation came in like a huge pack, so this is probably enough to make probably 2 more. So instead of throwing it away, I might as well give it to someone that's gonna use it for the same purpose, because it worked really well. So that's also my excuse for not immediately picking up my office, because it might be craft central later today. Here's a better look at the nail polish. Just like the perfect baby pink. I love it. Look, I don't really stay up to date with Groundhog News, but I do think that he saw his shadow. So maybe this is just like a false spring, but I'm wearing shorts in February and I'm very happy about it. I left my heart charm necklace, which is like the super nice Charleston brand. I left it at my mom's house last time I was there, which was sheesh, probably for Christmas. So I need to get that back. But I'm just wearing this one instead since I don't have it. And then I have on this big boxy, this is a men's shirt from Abercrombie. It's a new cropped fit. This is a medium. I really like it. I like the fit of it. And then my Golday D shorts. D-E-E is how it's spelled. They're like the perfect fit short. They're like long-ish. I mean, they're very short shorts, but like not in like a falling out of it kind of way. They're very tight, but it's also my first time wearing them on the season. So I'm just happy they buttoned. I will say I'm a big proponent of just like buy the size that fits you. You know, if something doesn't fit you year after year, it's okay. Except when it comes to these damn shorts, because they're so expensive. I'm like, those better fit. Today's lunch is in the air fryer, so hopefully it's quick. Air fryer chicken katsu bowls. So I just basically have to like bread the chicken, and then it's rice with some sriracha mayo, kimchi, and cucumbers. So let's knock this out. I'm also going to be watching The Night Agent while I cook because I'm very obsessed with the show. I love like a government thriller. I'll put my boring elevator music, intro music over this so I don't give you any spoilers, but I will show you the cooking process at least. I realized I don't think I left my house at all yesterday, and I have to bring my Newly back, mainly just because I want to get my next order in time for a little trip that I'm going on next week. Where's my shipping label? No. One time one of my friends forgot, oh there it is, thank goodness. They send you like the return label that you have to stick on the outside, but one time one of my friends forgot to put the new Newly label on, and it like re-delivered to her. Tragic. Go send this back to its home, and then I can pick out my next round of rentals. And this is my fun excursion for the day. I was gonna go to Target, and I was like, girl, you do not need to go to Target right now. I'm just gonna take the long way home and listen to music. It's so nice out. It feels like summer.
Double it up.
Y'all, there are these two, I don't know if you can hear them. I think they're mourning doves. They were literally here the day that I closed on the house and came with the keys. There were these two birds in a nest, and I thought they were the cutest things ever. I mean, they are very cute. They're so freaking loud. And they've come back and had like 6 rounds of kids. I think it's actually been 3. But that's kind of a lot. They keep using the same nest, I think. And I just keep hearing this. I feel like I'm going insane. That's totally what it is a mourning dove. Mourning dove is a member of the dove family. What does it mean when a mourning dove visits you? Hope and peace. They're disrupting my peace. Literally, look at that guy. I knew he was gonna be sitting there. She is probably having more babies. It's okay. Carry on, girl. I'm literally doing research on my new pet. That's what she is. What should we name her? Mourning dove using the same nest. Mourning doves might reuse the same nest for 5 sets of eggs in a single season. No, mourning doves reuse their nest for multiple breeding seasons. So this is a pet. We've crossed into pet territory. My suitcase for my ski trip was sitting right here for the past, what, like 2 weeks now? Because I knew unpacking it meant getting into the attic to put away all the actual like ski and winter stuff, so I've just been postponing that, but I finally got that done, and I've swept up the area. I've been like loving sweeping lately. I think I need to do like a deep clean of my actual vacuum. So I just feel like with Polly's dander and Polly's everything that gets all over the ground, I definitely need to be more like discerning about what I'm actually vacuuming up. Well, maybe it's too late to do that now with this vacuum, but I think it just puts so much wear on my vacuums, and I really need to do a deep clean of the actual vacuum itself. It hasn't been working that well, so I've been doing like a pre-sweep, and I feel like that's keeping the floors a little bit cleaner. The dark hardwoods are hard to keep clean, especially with pets. I feel like they show a lot more, but is it that they're harder to keep clean, or they just show you that they're dirty? Like obviously my floors at the lighter floors were just as dirty, but I just was blissfully unaware of it. So doing a little bit of cleaning tonight. I'm gonna clean up my office a little bit because I did some unboxings in there, so lots of trash and recycling and stuff that I need to break down, so I can do that right now. I think it's like 7:30. Just feels so late. I'm so ready for like the warmer weather, and I'm so ready for the sun to set later. That is when I thrive. I also made another sour limeade because I'm obsessed. This is all trash that I'll take care of and put out in the bins in the morning in the daylight. These are a pile of returns that I'm about to sit down and see. I bet they're all expired. I honestly need to put myself on like, not necessarily like a buying freeze, just like a returning freeze. Like if I get something in the mail and I need to return it, like I'm not allowed to order anything else until I return it, even if it's like not in the same category, because there's so many things that I order for the house. And granted, like some of it makes sense. Like I didn't know that I didn't need it until like construction and moving in and stuff. That's my own fault, but there's a lot of stuff that I just like totally missed the return window on, and it's such a bummer. Some of it's like building materials, so I'll definitely bring that to Habitat for Humanity just so it doesn't just sit at Goodwill. I feel like it has a better chance of getting reused there. But I have some rugs that like I didn't measure properly for, so I'm either gonna give those to a friend or just drop those off at donations too. Well, I mean ideally I'd be able to return them, but I have a feeling when I sit down and check all of that right now, it's it's gonna be way too long because I've been staring at these for months. But I did find my curtain rods. I wanted to do little cafe curtains in here, and these are just from Amazon. Like, the actual quality of the curtain isn't amazing, but it was just like kind of for the vibe, for the look, to see if I liked it, and I think I do. I got the rods from Rejuvenation. I almost said Restoration Hardware. I got the rods from Rejuvenation. They're like unlacquered brass rods, and it was pretty easy to install. Don't look too closely because I definitely missed with the drill a couple of times, but I think that adds a nice layer of privacy because I was literally making eye contact with my neighbors earlier. So this is good. I like this, and I did 2 panels so I can like split them in the day. Probably won't ever open them, honestly, because these are very thin. Maybe if I upgrade these, but these are so thin that the light, I have a feeling, is gonna come through anyway. So yay! I think that means my office, aside from returning all this stuff, is honestly done. 10 p.m. I'm ready for bed. That show that I'm watching isn't even like objectively that good. I'm just hooked on it. Like, don't think that that's my prime example of a good TV show. If you want a good TV show, like multiple seasons, like watch it out. The Rookie. I just re-upped my Hulu subscription because they finally have a new season out, and yeah, that's one I can fully vouch for. I'm just like so into The Night Agent. I think I'm like losing interest though because I didn't even pay attention to half the episode while I was hanging those curtains. But next on my watch list after that is the Molly May documentary. I think that one's on Amazon Prime. I'm watching Severance on Apple TV. I am so susceptible to a monthly subscription service. I think I have them all. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Make sure to subscribe, follow me on TikTok and Instagram, and give me more show recommendations because I'm in my TV era of life again.